it's Angel. I'm actually pretty upset because I have to record my audio again. While I was recording this video, I was recording my audio separately on my phone, and I managed to accidentally delete everything that I had recorded because I was cleaning up my phone and I didn't realize that, my videos weren't backed up. So here I am recording my audio again. Kinda sucks. Actually, what I want to do for this video is creating 2 more sims that I need for Without a Trace, at least for now. I still have plenty more sims that I need to make, but I just wanted to make 2 for this video, which are going to be 2 females. Here I'm just sort of looking at one of the characters that I forgot I made her. So she has a human version and a vampire version, which human and vampire version look pretty different. As you can see, like, she's so much more paler and her eyes changed colors. So that's kind of what happens in my story whenever a human turns into a vampire. They change pretty dramatically. So they kind of become almost unrecognizable. So yes, Gavin and Claw both looked kind of pretty different. Oh shoot, I forgot I actually have to make their human versions. So that'll probably be a future episode that I'll do. But yeah. So I end up creating 2 more sims for this video, and then I installed the characters that I had on my desktop. I am switching between my laptop and my desktop while I work on this project, just for a few things. I don't have a lot of custom content on my laptop here, so it was really hard to actually make these 2 new sims because I didn't realize how little stuff I had compared to the stuff I have on my desktop. Alright, so I'm just gonna go through. You'll see me create 2 new sims, and then I'll talk a little bit about them later. Okay, so I think out of like all the characters that I have remade for Without Trace, the biggest difference is Krista. She showed up in a few episodes, I think the first 2 episodes of the series. She's the waitress with pink hair that Gavin has a crush on. Originally, when I wrote Without a Trace, all the characters were supposed to be teenagers, and Krista was a character that was very charming, outgoing, and a bit of a tomboy, and she was fearless and very flirtatious. She was that one girl that everybody kind of thought was a bit of a uh, uh, candy grabber. But yeah, Krista definitely ended up changing a lot when I started recording Without a Trace. So I figured it'd be nice to kind of go back to the original script a bit and change Krista back to what I had originally planned for her, except have her still mixed a little bit with the newer version. I'm pretty happy with how Krista turned out. She definitely looks more like how I had originally planned her. I think I just wasn't very confident in pulling her off, or like pulling off the character. So that's probably why I kind of made her a bit more simple when I started to actually record Without a Trace. But now next, I am creating May. She is another character in Without a Trace that actually never showed up in the previous episodes. She only showed up by a mention in the first episode or so. Alex moves in with Gavin and Claw, and she stays in a room that was already kind of taken by someone, but she's never there. So that is actually May, but she's a nice character. I really like her. So we're gonna speed this up too. Alright, so the next thing that I'm doing is going through Body Shop to make sure that I properly installed my characters. So I installed my Sims, and then I'm just kind of going through and editing Gavin and Claw and Alex a bit, because I realized that, I remade these characters like years ago. So looking at them now, I have a kind of a different expectation of how I want them to look in the new remake. But I think I do like how they ended up turning out. They look a bit more up to par on how I envisioned them for the remake. And the next thing that I wanted to do for this video was to install some of the custom content that I had from my old game. So essentially what I've been doing with this laptop is moving downloads from my old game and trying to organize them into the new downloads folder in on this game in this laptop, and try to keep a list of things that don't work. That way I can delete them or look for them later and reinstall them. But it's been really tedious and slow, and episodes will come out pretty slowly, but I hope to make like other videos on the side, so that way I am uploading something, rather than nothing. Eventually I go into the game to double check everything's okay, what's working in build mode and in buy mode and all that stuff. You'll see me kind of go through all this too.